So it's 8:37. I bought some food, 2 packs of granola bars, frozen veggies, but can of salmon and a can of 2 packs of tortillas and one fruit drops, the flavor drops for my water. And then I was like, just gonna eat I bought a barbecue chicken. That's probably what I'm gonna eat. So it is 6:22 a.m. I am dressed. I'm off to the, not the gym that I'm walking to, but the further one that I went to during the holidays, being sick, because I allowed myself to sleep in, and I woke up at around 5 something. So 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 hours sleep. I had to go to the bathroom, but I stayed up. I have one pill of caffeine in me, and I've only been taking one for a while now. Maybe I'll take a second one, we'll see. Because I want to go to Walmart after that. That reminds me I have to get some more cash. That's a nice blue sky, by the way. So, I don't feel the best. I don't feel the worst. Reflecting over yesterday, because I had the meeting with my nurse, who's the only medical person who I see on a somewhat regular basis, and I didn't have any sex for so long, so we didn't have to do any STD tests, and but we were talking, and I got to the point where I was like, I'm not feeling understood, by her and all that. So that triggered stuff in me. And then going to the men's group that evening, this is what I'm paying for, because I went to bed at 11. I had to force myself to make the choice to do that and go to bed late, because that's how I am. If I'm getting home late, I'm going to bed late and I'm waking up later. I had to make that choice knowing that I would feel bad about it, like I do now, because my routine is off, and that's very hard for me, I guess. I mean, I do adapt, but it's stressful, and I have bunions on both feet because these shoes are too narrow. At least I can go to this gym further away because the metros are on now, but I don't have to prepare myself and look good or whatever. I have to be able to see the good things that I'm doing, which my habits have changed a lot. I have a body spray on that I got from one of the classes I gave, Lush, and I'm thinking I should, because it smells nice, which I like. I don't wear this type of body spray. I'll wear it like maybe once a year, like I'll buy one because I like it, and then I'll get sick of it and stop. But I have it, and it's got alcohol in it, so it dries off. It's good. I'm thinking of getting more of it. So that's a good sign that I'm liking little things like that. So was it? Oh, no one's here except on this side. Less druggies today. But was it worth it for me to go to the men's group yesterday? I'm neutral on that. Didn't feel as good as I did last time. And what was so funny, which is understandable, the guy didn't remember my name, and I had to, pay $5, and he was looking at the receipts and stuff. I don't expect him to know my name. It doesn't matter, because I don't go that often, but I like to be able to just pop in and listen to people talk, I guess, just as a way to kind of get my mind off things, to have something to do that's not, stuck at home. So, there you go, but I'm not going to point at the person across from the tracks. Never mind about that. Alright, so I did a shortcut to the thrift store, and That's all I'm doing because I got food at home. I'll probably go to Chinatown later, but I got myself a pair of shoes, 12 and a halves. I realized these crappy ones, which are falling apart, they were good ones, you know. I had them for a few years, the ones prior, you know, when the sole came off and all that, but these are not lasting. And I'm getting my foot pain on both feet. And then I tried on these 12 and a half, because I think these are like 11 and a halves. These are 12 and a halves and they're wide and they look in great shape. I don't know how much the person wore them, but when I put them on, even with the insoles, oh, no pain, because my feet are wider than an 11 and a half, these Columbias. And I bought a pair of boots at Marshall's. I'm gonna put them on right away. I also got a pair of, it's funny because the Walmart's here, and I bought a pair of the Walmart sweatpants that I'm wearing that I want to get another pair of. They were only $8.50 as opposed to $20 or $25 at Walmart. They're a size large though. I'm wearing X large, but I always have to tighten up the drawstring. So I'm gonna see if these work, and if they don't, I'll bring them back. Not for a refund, but I'll just bring them back. And I got a binder with some page protectors for the acting workshop. She replied to me. I have to just put in my schedule and reply to her, you know, one thing at a time. So that being said, I feel good. So obviously it's just finding the time to do what I need to do, to think, to make little excursions like this, to kind of look for stuff, you know. Forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, the gym's pretty good too. I would have stayed longer, but I don't want to overdo it, so I'm going to go tomorrow before teaching. So I'm not going to throw these out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep them and, you know, allow my feet to heal and wear them as needed during the winter or during, you know, until they eventually wear out, you know. And probably do the same things with the other ones that I bought of the same company. They may be 12s. I think I bought 11 and a halves too. I don't know why. I really don't. Well, I know. I think I know why. I don't think they sell bigger ones, but I will check. I'm going to make a note of that. Are they 11 and a halves at home or 12s? Because if they're 11 and a halves, I'm going to go through the same problem. And they're nice looking boots. Boot shoes. Like a high cut shoe. It is 6:23 a.m. Sunday, the 15th of February, 2026. Just missed the subway, but then they just announced that there's an outage in the subway from the last few stops. So there's like 2 stops I can't make to get to the gym because I'm not going to the gym nearby, and it's gonna restart at 7 and we're 6:28. Oh well, okay, so anyways, or 6:24. So I guess I'm gonna sit down and just relax. Doesn't really change anything. Allow me to sit down. So it's 1:46 a.m. Tuesday, the 17th of February, 2026. I'm off to the gym. Not that much sleep as per usual. Second day of teaching at the place I don't like. But at least one of the women was kind of okay. She was less of a bee, you know. The other one, the grandma, you know, extremely narcissistic, sulking or whatever. And I'm like, no fucking kidding. And so I was a little bit more honest to the other one, because she was pushing me, you know, saying it's better to say no to her or whatever. I'm like, and then I just kind of blurted out, like, I'm not into like no grandma stuff and all that. And, you know, if I could be a little bit more of myself, and I don't mind if she doesn't care if her feelings are hurt, because her feelings are not based on reality. It's manipulation. So I don't deal with people like that. you know. But the one who I get along with a little bit more, she's only been there for 3 years. I was like, oh, the grandma's been there for like 20 years. But anyways, and the class was pretty cool because the class was extremely motivated, like with the activities and stuff. It was almost like when I'm teaching for other classes, the ones that are the most active. It's the most fun. I don't have to do as much work. So we'll see how it goes there. I managed to take another class from them, just because the one I get along with a little more, she was nicer to me. So that's all it takes. Don't be a bitch, you know? Don't push me into a corner, you know? And then when I was on the way home, then I got the emails for new classes from the one where I work at the community center. So I had to do all that in the subway. Take out my phone, start writing in my book. Gone from two places, plus the extra class, potential class from the woman at the place. It's like 3 places. So, but I did all that in the subway real quick. Didn't pick too many classes for one of the places. Well, because my favorite is the one with the community center. That's my favorite place to work for. They don't give me a lot of classes all the time, but they're doing. I'm super busy this year, and I think because one of the persons is getting a cancer surgery, skin cancer surgery, and a big skin graft. So there's more classes available. But whatever. I gotta stick to something, and I don't mind if my schedule's a little lighter, so I can focus on pursuing other interests like the acting workshop, which I made one appointment. Want to look into theater workshop. I want to look into going into that stuff so I can balance things out. You know, I don't expect to have a big company in this first aid CPR stuff, and the main reason is that, first of all, I'm terrible at creating relationships. So there's that. And I don't see anyone who's having fun doing that. The paperwork and all that stuff. The community center company, it seems to be the best, but I think one person who works for me was his former wife, and I don't know. It's not completely. I haven't seen a good template, and I've already had experience running companies. And when I was going to go into this realm, I would get the contracts, and so I wouldn't have to worry about all that stuff. But if I could somehow manage a sideline company that's a supplement to what I'm doing, that seems a little better. So it would be clients that I want. Then I'd get clients from other people, because there's certain realms I can't get into. I don't know. It's still to figure out. So we'll see. But at least it's something.